Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Twins today is Dennis Burtt, whose record is 1-6 with a 5.55 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 9-9 with a 4.16 ERA. Okay, we are in the midst of a 6-game losing streak. We lost our first baseman for the year. We are without our shortstop, and our pitching staff has completely went down the toilet. We are in bad shape as we head into a 4-game series at home against the worst team in baseball, the worst record in baseball. That's for sure. We'll take a look here at the Minnesota Twins. They are 45-76 on the season, 4 games worse than Toronto for the worst record in baseball. So a terrible team. They don't steal. They don't hit home runs. They don't hit the ball. If you look at the American League average, they're batting .245, and their ERA is damn near the worst in the American League. So you have to feel good about our chances, right? We're going to take a look at the Minnesota team page. Yeah, if we're going to turn it around, this is going to be the team we're going to do it against. And you'll see their number one starting pitcher, Doug Rauch, is out for the year. Actually, he might be out most of next year, too. He had made 24 starts this year, and he's one of the top paid players in this game. Unfortunately, he is not part of their immediate plan. And if you look at their top prospects, Cecil Fielder, Big Daddy, he is in their lineup as an 18-year-old. I guess if you're the worst team in baseball, it's not the worst idea to bring up an 18-year-old and let him play every day. Why not? You see their expiring contracts, and then if you look over here, you'll see their team leaders and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. Hit the little like button for me. That's always a nice thing to do. I mean, I would understand why you wouldn't be hitting the like button right now. We've lost 6 in a row, and our team is terrible. I don't even know if we deserve a like. Our bullpen is fully available today. That's a miracle, because we did have Weaver and Hume both go 1 1/3 innings yesterday. They didn't give up any runs, but I would think they'd be tired, but I guess not. Jack Morris, the current Twins in the lineup are batting .329 against him. Morris hasn't won in over 2 months, so that does not bode well. And here is our lineup today against Dennis Burtt, a righty. Ricky Henderson listed as tired, so we're going to take him out. He was just listed as tired 2 games ago, and that was coming off of a day off, like the one scheduled day off. So if we're at a period in the year where Ricky Henderson needs every other game off, that does not bode well for our stretch run. And we're going to give Gibby the day off. He's not listed as tired, but he is in a major slump. So our outfield is kind of a mess today, and you know that we're struggling with Trammell missing at shortstop. We got Rod Carew back in there as a DH, though. Why not? Okay, let's go ahead and do the Twins lineup rundown. This is a rough-looking team, folks. Batting leadoff and DHing is Dave Machemer. Batting second at second base is Kurt Seibert. Batting third in center field is Mike Hart. Batting cleanup at first base is Cecil Fielder. Batting fifth in left field is Gary Roenicke. Batting sixth and catching is Dave Engle. Batting seventh at third base is Dave Roberts. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mike Fischlin. And batting ninth in right field is Hosken Powell. All right, that is a rough-looking lineup. Here is Jack Morris. Pardon me, folks. As you know, I'm still recovering from COVID, and I may cough occasionally. so I apologize. Here is Jack Morris. As I mentioned, we're going to skip right to his log. Nothing. Look at the decisions here. Nothing since June 22nd. So almost 2 full months of not getting a victory. And he has been mostly bad. He only went 4 innings in his last start because he walked 5. He gave up 4 hits, walked 5. I think he hit a batter. Yeah, he did right there. And he's hit 6 batters in his last 20 games. Just been horrible. He did have that 12 strikeout performance, but since then, he's walked more than he struck out in those 2 games. So not great. He's making his 26th start. Again, he's 9-9. Opponents are batting .239 against him, so that's pretty damn good. But he is walking them, walking batters at a higher rate. And you know the rest of this stuff. We just need a victory. He's 27 years old. He can't be a 500 pitcher. Usually the 27-year-old season by any player, especially an everyday player, is usually their best career year. Here is the Tigers' defensive alignment. That outfield looks pretty good defensively, but it's certainly not the way we'd like it set up. And Dave Machemer leading off, former Detroit Tiger. A comebacker to Morris, and Machemer is thrown out at first. Next up is Kurt Seibert, their everyday second baseman, batting under .200 on the season. A ground ball to Whitaker. 2 down. And that will leave it up to Mike Hart to get something going. And Morris walks Hart to get to Big Daddy. Again, 18 years old. This is his 1986 rookie card. This is a no peachy one. Yeah, so if this is 86 and we're playing 82, really 4 more years before he even made it to the majors. And then we know Fielder went to Japan, came back, was signed by Detroit. And base hit into center field, oh boy. Signed by Detroit, and then he had 51 home runs. So, speaking of home runs, here's Gary Roenicke leading the team with 21 and in the top 10 in home runs. He goes oppo to right field, and the play is made by our right fielder, Kevin Bass. So Morris gets out of that inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown for today's matchup against Dennis Burtt. Batting leadoff in center field is Eddie Miller. Batting second and DHing today is Rod Carew. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth in right field is Kevin Bass. Batting seventh in left field is Andre Dawson. Batting eighth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Mark Wagner. Dennis Burtt on the mound for the Twins. He was also in the Detroit Tigers minor league system. He is making his 10th start on the season, 1-6 with that .555 ERA. More walks and strikeouts, which seems to be his career pattern. 121 career walks versus 82 strikeouts. Opponents are betting .291 against him. Like most pitchers, his fastball tops out around 89 miles an hour. 46.5% ground ball percentage. The changeup is his best pitch. Fastball and curve are below average. He's not happy. Why is he not happy? Dennis Burtt would like to play for a contender. Well, good luck. You're on a shitty team. Remember, Minnesota won the division last year. They actually have players on this team with postseason experience. We don't even have that on our team. So his overall ratings is 76. He's got a few years to improve. Probably top out around 82 for a rating. So, okay, here is the Twins' defensive alignment. Wow, first and third are considerably below average. That's Fielder at first. He was never a good first baseman. And third base is Dave Roberts, who they just signed to a free agent deal off the scrap heap. Okay, Eddie Miller leading off for the Tigers. Let's get some offense going early. Having said that, Miller grounds out to short as Mike Fischlin makes the play, 1 down. Here's Carew, got on base twice yesterday. He had a hit and a walk. So even though he has low ratings, I think he's rated at 68 overall, he managed to get on base. Grounding out to short, we go to Mickey Hatcher, has home runs in consecutive games. And had 3 RBI yesterday. And he shoots a line drive right at Big Daddy, and fielder makes the play. We go to the top of the second, no score. Dave Engle up, and then Dave Roberts and Mike Fischlin. Engle, base hit into center field. Twins already have 2 hits and a walk against Morris. It's going to bring up Dave Roberts. Once again, take a look at Dave Roberts here. He hasn't played in the majors since 1979 before the Twinkies picked him up on a minimum major league contract. So he's got 1 hit in those first 2 starts. This is the 3rd start for him, and Morris walks him. Come on! What am I going to do with Jack Morris? He is horrible. It's going to bring up Mike Fischlin, who you may recall last year, I called him Mike Fishlips, and then he hit a grand slam against us in that same at bat. So I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to call him Mike Fishlips. Another walk from Morris. I should just take him out right now. I mean, there is absolutely nothing we can do. Bases are loaded for Hosken Powell, number 9 hitter, maybe the best hitter on the team, though, the best pure hitter. And Powell strikes out. 1 down, back to the top of the lineup with Machemer. Morris had 45 pitches thrown. We're playing back. We're going to try to turn a double play if we can. And a base at the center field. Unbelievable. 2-0 Minnesota. Tigers are down early and often. This is like the 7th game in a row that we have not got the lead first. As Seibert grounds to 3rd. Only play was to 2nd. Could not turn 2 with Seibert running. 1st and 3rd. 2 down. Here's Mike Hart. And Hart flies it out to left field where Dawson will make the play. Unbelievable. I am so frustrated right now. I mean, look at the names in our lineup, and we cannot get anything going. Eddie Murray still does not have an extra base hit in 21 games as a Tiger, popping it up to 1st. He is hitting a little bit better. He's hitting over 200 at least in a Tigers uniform. Lance Parrish, you can always count on him to at least get a base hit. There is his team leading. Is that his 20th double? His 21st double on the season. Our catcher has the most doubles of any regular. All right. So Parrish is in scoring position for Kevin Bass. Kevin Bass may be our hottest hitter. Take a look at his log. He's batting .473 in his last 20 games. Let's see if he can come through here. A comebacker to Burtt. Parrish was going to 3rd, and he gets gunned down at 3rd base. Unbelievable. Just let Dawson swing away. That's a gapper. All the way to the wall. Bass, even though with 2 down, still couldn't score from 1st base. 2 doubles to sitting, though, for Detroit. A little bit of signs of life. That is the 12th double for Dawson. Still his OPS under 600 for a Hall of Fame player. That is embarrassing. 2nd and 3rd, 2 down. Here's Sweet Lou. Finally got his average up to 240 versus righties. 0 for 6 in his career against Burtt. Make it 0 for 7. He flies out to center, and we do not score again. We're headed to the top of the 3rd. Morris at 57 pitches. with Cecil Fielder up. And another leadoff single to center. Fourth hit to go with those 3 walks against Morris. And then a wild pitch moves Fielder into scoring position. Gary Roenicke on a 2-1 count hits a ground ball to second. He moves the runner over. We've got to pull the infield in. We cannot give up another run. Dave Engle at the plate. Engle popping it up on the infield. Wagner should be able to make the play. Catches it on the outfield grass. Okay, 2 down, runner at third. That's Big Daddy. And Dave Roberts steps in. And he puts a charge into it to right field, but it will be tracked down by the right fielder, Bass. And we get out of another jam. Head to the bottom of the third. Here is Mark Wagner. Thank goodness for Marky Wags. Ground ball to third. Wagner has been playing really well in a backup role. Grounds out in that at bat. Miller strikes out. His average is down to 351. And then Rod Carew, a comebacker. Unbelievable. Like, this is actually becoming not any fun for me. I mean, you have to be willing to take the losses. Another walk from Morris. 4th walk of the ball game. Will this be his 3rd game in a row where he gives up at least 5 walks? Nope. Because we're taking him out. That's it. What a piece of shit. I guess we're going to bring in Tom Hume. I mean, we've already blown out this guy's arm. Take a look at it. He's making his 60th appearance, 3-0 with a 3.58 ERA. Opponents are batting .272 against him. I mean, we can get 2 innings out of this guy. That's about the only thing we could say about him. He has pitched well, and I don't expect him to do too well in this situation, but I mean, why would I keep running Morris out there? And a wild pitch. Scores a run. It's 3-0. We can do nothing right. Machemer flies out to center. Of course, Powell tags. Seibert, base hit up the middle. 4-0 Twins. Those runs go to Morris. Not those. Mike Hart, 14th home run on the season to right center field. It's 6-0 Minnesota. Big Daddy walks. There's still only 1 out this inning, folks. Potential double play. There we go. Roenicke hits into a 4-6-3 double play. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mickey Hatcher leading off. Flying out to right field. I mean, this guy has a 5.28 ERA. I mean, think of all the pitchers we faced. California and well, you can't really count Seattle, I suppose, because they had really solid pitchers. But even Jim Beatty pitched a complete game. Struck out 12 batters. And he was their number 5 pitcher. We've got absolutely nothing right now. Even all the worst pitchers that we're going up against is absolutely destroying us. Running Hume back out there in the top of the 5th inning. Hume's already given up 2 runs and a walk. Engle grounds out to first, and there's another walk. Mike Fischlin hits a ground ball to second, and there's another double play. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 hits for Tigers batters today. That's it. Another pop-up. Dawson, wow, he's going to have 2 doubles. That's amazing. Do we want to go for 3? Why not? We're down 6. Who cares? There's a triple for Dawson. 3rd triple on the season. And his OPS is over 600. That is the only good thing that's going to come out of this ball game. At least until his next at bat. Sweet Lou up. Runner on 3rd, 1 out. We'll have him swing away, probably strike out. No, that's a ground ball. That'll get a run in. Oh, no, he didn't even go home. Oh, shit. Was he not watching the ball? Like, why wouldn't you go home? Why? When does that not ever happen in this ball game? I mean, you have the option, you know. Well, we don't, now it's not available. But you can have them go on contact. Otherwise, I mean, they do that anyway. And we pop up. Unbelievable. Oh, my God. We can't even get a run when they give it to us. All right. We're going to bring in Cappy. We got a lefty, a couple switch hitters coming up. So maybe we get an inning or 2 out of Capizzello. Cappy, I mean, of course, is probably our best pitcher. But he has been struggling, right? He gave up 2 runs in his last appearance. Otherwise, he's been pretty solid. So we can't besmirch Capizzello's name. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen now, though? Yep, there's a walk. And then a double down the line. Seibert strikes out. We get to the lefty, though. Hits it into left field. Dawson, he scores on that. Unbelievable. And then fielder pops out. So a 7-0 lead for the Twins. The worst team in baseball. And all we've managed is 3 hits against their number 5 starter. Miller safe on an error by the second baseman. So I guess that's something. I mean, let's hit and run with Rod Carew. There's a base hit for Rod Carew. Miller actually goes to 3rd. And now we've got our hit and run guy up. And our team leading RBI guy. He's got 84. We'll hit and run again. And he pops it up. And now we have a potential double play with Carew on first. We're going to let Murray swing away. He strikes out. Fuck this. We go to the 7th. We have all righties due up. Cappy gives up another run. Bringing in Dave Smith. We'll take a look at Dave Smith. 20th appearance as a Tiger. 1-1 with that 3.92 ERA. He's been pretty bad. I mean, I guess look at his walk to strikeout ratio. That's pretty damn good. He's given up a ton of runs. Gave up 3 runs in his last appearance. I don't know. I mean, what else can I say about it? He gets Roenicke to pop it up. 1 down here in the 7th. And a base hit for Dave Engle. Flip over to the in-game stats. I mean, they're pulling players off the scrap heap, and they're beating us 7-0. A double play on the comebacker from Roberts. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Kevin Bass is up. That might be a bloop into center field for a hit. Yeah, it falls in for a single. 40% chance for a double, which really means 0% chance. Dawson. Well, Dawson gets on base for the 3rd time. Here's Sweet Lou, 0 for 2. Burtt up to 111 pitches. still in total command. You have to think they're going to go all the way with Burtt, at least until, I don't know, maybe a run will get scored here. Mark Wagner up. And a base hit for Marky Wags. Bass will score. Wagner, where would we be without Wagner? RBI single. And Tigers are on the board. Eddie Miller up next. And he pulls it into right field for a base hit. Of course, Dawson won't score from second on a base hit to right field. That's going to do it, though. They're going to bring in Paul Boris. What can I tell you about Paul Boris? 27th game of the season, 3-0 with a 3.04 ERA. Pretty damn good. Opponents are betting .251 against him. He's got a save. He's got a bluey. I mean, again, 89 mile an hour fastball. His fastball sucks. Rated a 66. His curveball's his out pitch. And Rod Carew at the plate. Do we let Carew swing when we know he could hit into a double play with that 58 speed? I mean, we got nothing to lose. We know he's not hitting a home run. He's also got 59 power. We could pinch hit Hojo, but why would we get Rod Carew a pass ball? That is so fucking stupid. But you know what? I'll take any runs I can get right now. That'll keep us out of the double play. A ground ball to short. Will Wagner score? He does! Hey! What do you know? Unbelievable. At least Miller held it second. That's the right thing to do. And Mickey Hatcher's up. Hatcher's got, again, a 2-home run streak going. Not today. Flies out to left. Tigers get 3 runs on the board. I still don't even feel good about it, to be honest. It's frickin' shameful is what it is. Okay, Fischlin's up. Popping into foul ground as Hatcher makes the catch. Let's bring in Kami. Kami, surprisingly good this year. Look at that, 42 strikeouts in 49 innings pitched. That's pretty damn good for a reliever in this period, the early 80s. Fastball, 92 miles an hour. Curveball, that's his best pitch. Fastball is really not all that good, but curveball gets the job done. Okay, he's going to face Hosken Powell with 1 out. And Powell hits a sharp ground ball to Murray at first. Steps on the bag. 2 down. Here's Dave Machemer striking out. There we go. That's what he does. Good job by Comstock. We'll probably send him out for the 9th. Well, I don't know. We got a bunch of... Yeah, we got a switch hitter, a lefty, and a bunch of righties. So he'll go back out there. Okay, bottom of the 8th inning. Paul Boris still in there. Only threw 5 pitches. That curveball, 73 miles an hour, up in the zone, and you're telling me that Eddie Murray could not crush that? Swing and a miss from Murray. Parrish strikes out on the corner. And Kevin Bass keeps his hot hitting streak alive with a single into right. So here's Dawson. Dawson 2 for 2 today with a walk. He is our player of the game, bar none. And he rolls it down to second. And that's the 3rd out. All right, we're going to the top of the 9th, folks. Comstock, we're going to keep him in there. He's going to turn Seibert around, have him bat right-handed. Twins got the baby blues on today. The powder blues. Oh, shit. He walks Seibert. Runner on first. And a balk. Come on. Does every game have to have every possible outcome? A wild pitch, a balk, a pass ball? I mean, it's like every game. Hart crushes it to center field. That should get Seibert. How does Seibert not tag up on a 336-foot fly ball? Unbelievable. All right, we're going to bring in our final righty, Roger Weaver. Close this stupid game out. He's got to get Cecil. Cecil hits a grounder to Whitaker. There's out number 2 as Seibert goes to third on that play. Maybe I could justify him not going to third on a fly ball to center simply because maybe they don't want to run the score up. I mean, I guess I could justify that. As Roenicke 0 for 4 on the day, flies out to right. Okay, they're going to bring in Frank LaCourte. He is their closer, not a save situation. 45th game, 1-2, 3.33 ERA. 18 saves, 2 blueies, pretty good. Opponents are batting .224 against him. He's got a great fastball, 93 miles an hour, pretty heavy fastball. He is listed as tired already, actually. So, well, 1 day until rested, so he must have pitched in yesterday's game. Oh, well, we can find out. He did. He went 2 innings yesterday against the Indians and gave up a run. He did get his 18th save, so maybe we could get to him. He is a righty. Sweet Lou is up. Lou has it 0 for today. Striking out. Unbelievable. Whitaker 0 for 4. Here's Wagner, 1 for 3. He's got an RBI. There's a base hit to right. Wags makes me happy. That's all I can say. He puts a little smile on my face. Too bad we're not going to re-sign him. He's gone. Fuck that guy. Okay, Eddie Miller. Miller, I have no faith in. We are going to pinch hit with Hojo. Runner on first. Hojo, in his very first start in a DH role, hit a home run. So let's see if he's got a big ball for us here. Infield single. We'll take an infield single from Hojo. Okay, I like Rod Carew in this situation. Carew 1 for 4 today with an RBI. 1 down. This could be a double play, of course. Nope. Smacks it dead center. Caught by the center fielder. And Wagner does tag and go to third. So this is the guy you want up in this situation. It's Mickey Hatcher. Wow, he's down to 295 versus right-handers. That is surprisingly horrible, and he is 0 for 4 today. We're going to let him swing away. He's due. Let's see if he gets his home run streak alive. Oh, he strikes out. And he goes 0 for 5 today. Wow, I bet he's going to be listed as tired. Tigers lose their 7th game in a row. Do we fall out of first place? Yes. We are now a half game out of first behind the Yankees, who I would not say are a better team than us, but right now, absolutely, they are streaking into first place. Seattle still has not lost. How many games has it been for them? They certainly put our nuts in a vice. So let's count back 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they've won 11 in a row prior to the loss against the Sox. Wow, that's pretty impressive. We need a streak like that, but I have no hope for us right now. Somebody, I think it was John, that mentioned my post-game press conference. We're suicidal at post-game press conferences right now. Oh, Willie Aikens. I mean, Kansas City, I mean, they've done it to themselves. They're just as bad as we are at this point. I think he's second in home runs in the American League. He's going to be out for a week. Who's tomorrow? So we have Dave Roseman on the mound tomorrow against somebody named Tom Klowitter. I don't know. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. I don't know what to say, guys. I hope you're entertained by my anger. I hope you're feeding off my pain. As we take a look at the box score, we're going to give the player. Well, I would have said Andre Dawson, but maybe we need to think about Marky Wags. At least Mark Wags had an RBI, scored a run. No, I guess we have to give it to Dawson. He had a double and a triple. Did he keep his OPS over 600? He did. So we're going to give it to Dawson. Wow. Morris. Absolutely horrible. 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 walks. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not mad at Tom Hume. He was in an unenviable position, having to give us 2 innings after going 1 1/3 yesterday. He did walk 2. We walked 8 batters of these fucking Twins who cannot hit. Obviously that's a big problem from today. So, okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 4-game series. Until then, everyone, have a good night.